and welcome back to channel Internet Racing School, or how I like to call it, IRS Wolf, my channel. Guys, today I'm visiting Brands Hatch. I've been here already for Taylor Norton practice session. Today another one of my subscribers invited me here for his practice session, and he's testing today Mini Cooper R53S. Right guys, so here I am. I'm already inside Brands Hatch, and I late a little bit today, so I didn't come here in the morning when the practice session, because practice session started at 10. I came here later, so now they have a lunchtime, and I came out here on the circuit because I have this opportunity just to show you how amazing this circuit. Look at that, how amazing it looks from inside, you know, and especially it looks more amazing when you're driving one of that Mini Coopers, which is driving Pedro. The name of my subscriber is Pedro. I'm gonna talk to him a bit later. I already saw him, I already had a conversation with him, so he will tell us more information about his Mini Cooper. He will tell us more information about his future in the motorsport, because he's planning to do some interesting racing not this year, in 2019. Yeah, but at the moment, look at this circuit. This is a paddock bend, guys. This is the quickest corner at the Brands Hatch in the circuit. So yeah, I'm here just to show you how it looks amazing. Look at that over there. I don't know if you can see corner number 2. Don't remember all the names of the corners. I used to remember all of them, but now I forgot a little bit because this year I've been filming too much about go-karts, so I completely forgot about Brands Hatch. Yeah, but you see guys, and look over there, this is the start-finish line. Look how amazing it looks like. So actually when you approach the paddock bend, look, you are actually like you're approaching blind corner, so you can't see the paddock bend unless you will reach turning in point. So you have to remember this circuit very well. Of course, I'm not gonna do racing line, guys. Just literally, I wanted to show you how amazing this is, because I have this opportunity to get inside the circuit, and I have this opportunity to show you how it looks like from inside. If you're interested to see this circuit from this point like me, definitely come here for the British Touring Cars. I think they're starting in March, and before BTCC starts, you will have opportunity to get in the pit lane to get the autograph from the drivers. As you remember, my famous driver is Colin Torkington with his BMW 1 Series. Yeah, but if you want to have this opportunity to stand here where I'm standing, definitely visit BTCC, and you will feel all this racing atmosphere. You will have all the opportunity to walk around the circuit, to visit paddock visit all racing teams here, guys. So but today it's not about this. Today is about Mini Cooper and Pedro, about his practice session. Let's go, guys. Let's find out some interesting information, of course. Right, guys, here we are. We're inside of the garage with Pedro. Unfortunately, he has a problem with his cars, so it might be either gearbox or clutch problems. So we don't know at the moment what's happening, but hopefully soon we're going to find out it.
There's the one ball joint, and that's connected to another one that does the gears. It's the one on the side that allows you to move from side to side.
Just quickly tell me what's happened.
So basically it's stuck in third or fourth gear. We're not quite sure yet. So what we're doing now is taking the airbox out so we can get into the gearbox. We're going to see if the linkage is broken or maybe the wires, because when we move the gears it looks like it's stuck in the same position. So we cannot get into first, second or third. So hopefully we're going to take it out. Hopefully it's maybe the wires or linkage, so that'll be an easy fix. If it's the transmission is broken, then that's a bigger job. So that's why we're trying to get in and see what we can do, really.
Got it, mate. Not going to disturb you now, so
Okay.
carry on and we will talk later.
Thank you.
Guys, so this was a Pedro. He's a bit busy now, so I just grab a few words. Hopefully when they will fix it, we will have he will give us more information. Found any problem?
So we've taken the airbox out. So we think that could be was linkage to the gears from the gear knob. So we've got a wire that we might think that might have snapped. So we're gonna double check that, and fingers crossed it's that one. And then if it's that, we can quickly go and grab it and change it and then go back on track.
Nice. So you took off the top. You still can't see that.
Yeah, obviously we basically our main. We were worried that it was the actual linkage that was connected to the transmission. So we've checked that, everything seems to be alright. So now we're going to get underneath, check the linkage. Fingers crossed, that's alright.
And if it's not a linkage, then
it could be clutch or transmission, yeah. But so far it doesn't look like it's going to be transmission because...
But you drove here, but
yeah, we drove here.
When it's stuck, you drove here.
Yeah, I mean the problem happened when I was driving. I was coming back down from the corner, and then I went from fourth, and then I went down to third, and then when I accelerated, went back to fourth, and it just wouldn't go into fourth. So I don't know if it's stuck in fourth or it's stuck in third, but yeah, after that I could feel the gears wouldn't go in, so I just pulled in into the garage, and then yeah, we're just having a look now.
Okay, mate. Hopefully it's a linkage just. So we
hopefully, yeah.
we can carry on.
Yeah.
Okay, mate. Not gonna disturb you.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry?
That's how you do it.
Good.
This car's bad, isn't it?
What do you think? Are they gonna fix it?
I don't know, it depends what it is.
Mate, can you tell a little bit about yourself? Yeah, because I know you're racing as well.
Well, I did a bit of the BSKC with Pedro, but unfortunately I broke my collarbone after the first round, so I had to give it up.
And what are you doing now?
Well, at the moment, like work-wise,
Yeah.
I do work experience for Carlin Motorsport Racing in British F3. I was Billy Monger's number 2, and I went to Silverstone with them and a few other races. I've also doing a bit of Westway Racing, number 3. On Rob Collard's car, and
Rob
Collard, yeah, and yeah, that was a good weekend, and hopefully next year I'll be doing it again, number 3.
So when you're saying number 3, what does it mean?
Well, number 3, so you got number 1 who looks after the main part of the car, the engine, the front end,
yeah,
and number 2 he then looks after the back end and stuff like that, and then number 3 helps out when anyone helps. You'd be like, oh, can you help me do this, and then I'll go and help them. Obviously just little jobs, clean the car, do the wheels up, polish. Not big jobs, but you work your way up.
You're still involved in it.
Oh yeah,
you're still involved.
Yeah.
And when you said that with the Billy's car, you are number 2.
Yes.
So that means you're looking after.
Well, that's different because that's a single seater.
Ah.
So
what is the difference?
So obviously, single seater's open wheelbase, and then the Westway Racing, it's a British touring car.
Yeah.
So it's a BMW 1 Series, and then.
But where is it different in your duties?
In my duties,
yeah.
I'm a lot more hands-on. I'll strip like the brakes, the uprights. I will help prepare the car for the race, prep the cars, air filter services. I would take the steering racks apart, and just a lot more.
So all that is on your duties. This is all what you do, and this is what you done on Billy Monger's car.
Yeah.
This is when he raced in the Silverstone.
Yeah, Silverstone.
And he finished 3rd. Yeah.
Yes, he did. Yeah. So it was.
Wow. Guys, you did an amazing job.
Yeah, it's good. Give it, Carlin. They did a really good job.
Listen, but he's really. I'm surprised how quick he is.
Oh, everyone was surprised. No one thought he'd do well, but
you know, I've seen that movie on BBC.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just amazing what amount of job he done.
I know he's proved everyone wrong, and his mentality is amazing. Obviously, to come back 9 months later or quicker than that to start racing professional.
And as I understand, he looks forward to be a professional racing driver.
Yeah, I think he wants to do like Le Mans and stuff like that. Obviously, he wants to be Formula 1, but depends on the rules. But yeah, he's amazing. Unbelievable story.
Listen, you are because you are a mechanic, you are actually close to him.
Yeah.
How you can see him, you know, just when he's in the car, when he's in a garage.
He's a normal lad, normal boy. They're no different to anyone else. When he's in the car, he's like any of us. Even when he's out the car, he's just a normal 17, 18-year-old boy. Just because of the accident, everyone thinks he's different, but he's not. He's still the same, and he's a lovely kid.
Unbelievable, mate. Really, you're doing a good job on the car. Yeah. Seriously, because I've seen the results, and
well, it's not all me. It's down to the others.
You know, for me, it's really amazing to stand near the person who's been near the Billy Monger. Seriously, mate. Seriously.
Yeah, it's good.
So, what is your plans in the motorsport in the future?
Motorsport. Well, hopefully next year maybe go to university, and then hopefully one day be a motorsport race engineer, F1, Formula 1. That's my goal.
Formula 1?
Yeah, Formula 1 is my goal.
Wow.
But that's a long way away.
You know what? I've seen one guy. He used to work with me as a marshal, and now he's a F1 mechanic.
Exactly. It can happen to anyone. Just got to work hard.
Exactly.
Study.
Mate, I'm more than sure I'll see you there.
Oh, hope so.
With my YouTube channel.
Yeah, definitely.
Mate, thanks a lot. Okay,
no
let's see what's going to happen with this car today.
I don't think they're going to get back on track. If it's the snapped cable like they think it is, they haven't got a spare. So.
Right.
But it might not be that, but
let's see what's happening.
Let's go and have a look.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
No worries.
Next steps. You better get rock. Better get rock. Gotta eat. There's sugar in the cycle, so better get rock. Gotta eat. There's sugar in the cycle. Better get rock. Eat. There's sugar in the cycle. better get right.
Mate, can I just quickly ask you?
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, we have a practice session here today.
Yeah. So basically, it's like a track day sort of event. So we're sort of doing it for fun. But I'm testing my car out, and over the winter I'm basically rebuilding the whole car, getting it ready for next year. So it's going to be a lot more power next year and a lot more fun. So
Introduce yourself.
my name's Archie Budden. Sorry.
Archie Budden.
Yeah.
Mate, you said you're preparing for the next year.
Yeah.
What you gonna do, championship or something? Like this?
No. So this isn't my sort of fun car. Like I mess around with it, I play around with it, I learn from it. I sort of do everything as much as I can myself. I bought the car pretty much set up ready to race. It works out a lot better money for that. But I want to make it mine, and I want to put more power into it. So over the winter I'm putting a fair amount of money and making it my car.
So you actually just playing with the engine, with the setups?
Yeah, mainly just suspension. I mean, I try not to touch too much of the engine. I'm doing it over winter, but I need to keep reliability because, as you can see, one of the cars has gone wrong. But that's the main thing, like reliability, because when you're trying to have fun, you don't want anything to break while you're doing it. So that's the goal, as well as fun. So.
And this is a Mini Cooper, which one?
Mini Cooper S, the R53. So,
R53?
Yeah, 2002. The car was originally built in 2010, so it was built to a specification of 255 brake horsepower at the crank, 220 at the wheels. That's without running like any methanol or anything. And basically, I'm going to boost that up to 310 next year, and that'll be headwork, anything. But at the moment, this just has bolt-on parts. So, and a standard manifold as well, so that's limiting the power.
And this is 1.6, yeah?
Yeah, 1.6, yeah.
1.6.
Yeah.
Listen, and what is your future in the motorsport? What are you looking at?
I mean, at the moment, I'm looking at it as a hobby, but I would, if I got given the opportunity to race, I would love to take that opportunity to race for a team or for my own team. But my long-term goal, is to actually own my own race team. So I'm in sort of the process. I've got a personal coach who sort of helps me along my life with that, so he's helping me develop it, and I'm also doing that as part of my school project. So I'm developing my own race team on paper so that I can set out a plan, and when I leave university, that's what I'm doing. So I know what I already want to do. So. And
what kind of motorsport category are you looking at? Single seaters or saloon cars or something?
I'd like to start with something like minis, like mini challenge, because I know the cars very well now. But it will mainly probably progress. My dream is to own a Formula 4 race team in the British Formula 4. So I worked for Arda Motorsport for some time. So that's kind of my dream, to get to that place where I'm owning that team, and I'd love to. That's the dream. So.
Mate, seriously, I wish you good luck with it, because everything is possible.
Yeah.
And you know that better than me.
Yeah. Anything. I mean,
mate, and when you're gonna tune this car, when you're gonna put it more power, I'm definitely gonna come back.
Yeah. I'll be. I'm doing the test date. The aim for the build to finish and be on test day is the 3rd of March at Snetterton, because that's the track I drove first, so I kind of know that the best. But that's fluent to change, obviously, because things don't always go to plan, as you know, in the motorsport world. But yeah, I'll definitely get in contact, and I'd be happy to take you out again.
I'm gonna give you my Instagram, you're gonna give me your Instagram,
and
we will keep in contact.
Yeah, awesome.
Brilliant, mate. Listen, today I'm still gonna keep in touch with you, we're still gonna have a few conversations.
Yeah, of course,
and, let's go and let's enjoy it.
Yeah. If you get a helmet, you can come in with me and I'll take you out in a bit.
Nice one, I'll do it, but a little bit later, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cheers,
awesome.
mate. Thank you.
Bye.
Right, guys, so here we have one more driver who is the friend of Pedro. This is Archie. He has this Mini Cooper, which is the same Mini Cooper R53S. Amazing piece of equipment. So, and hopefully I will have a passenger ride.
do in the wet, and I'm not quite protected yet.
Unbelievable.
Yes. The grip level, even in the wet, it grips well. I mean, you probably can't, well, you might be able to feel it, but it is a little twitchy.
Yeah. I can feel how the back steps out.
Yeah. Mainly because trying to brake in a straight line on some of these corners, it's very difficult to try and...
This car has a serious power.
Yeah.
And it's only 1.6.
Yeah, and it'll have more soon.
Unbelievable, unbelievable.
It's funny because everyone says, oh, it feels so fast, but to me, I drive it every day and it doesn't feel fast to me anymore. And they're like, slow down, slow down. And I'm just like, I'm not going fast. Especially after coming off track.
Look at that speed on the straight.
We usually go up to about 115.
On the dry, yeah.
Yeah, in the dry. Obviously, in the wet, it's a whole other story.
I can feel the whole car. I can feel when it's turned.
Yeah, the seats really.
Yeah.
The old passenger seat, that's my old driver's seat you sat in. And it's so much more supportive than what I had as a passenger seat.
Because it has a bigger the sides.
Yeah, the bolsters are tighter.
Yeah.
And then mine's just a full-on race seat.
Amazing, amazing.
One more lap and then...
Yeah. Right guys, so we continue practice session with the Pablo and Archie, and here there is a lot of their friends, which is a racing enthusiast, and right now just here next to me, what's your name, mate?
Henry.
Henry. So Henry, he has very interesting racing history. Henry,
Yeah.
first of all, tell us your racing history, where you started.
So about 8 years ago now. Well, not quite that. Probably 6 years ago.
6 years
I
ago.
thought I'm really interested. I play on the Xbox, racing games, Forza, all that lot. So I thought I said to my parents, I'd quite like to get into karting. So we looked online, found at Sandown Park they do a championship for children.
This is where I started. Sandown Park.
Yeah, so I started that, did like a racing school. They taught me all the racing lines and stuff, and I started racing there about.
So you started with their Sodi carts?
Yeah, no, I was in the juniors, in the smaller karts.
Oh, in a smaller.
Yeah, I was about 13 at the time.
Oh
so
yeah, they have a different category for the
that's
juniors.
right. Yes, yeah. So I was doing that for a couple of years, just having fun at the back of the grid, really. And now I'm in seniors, which is good. I'm on the podium quite a lot now, which is nice. But
You're doing your own go-kart?
no, I still do the same thing. I still do the same
With the
championship.
Daytona?
Yes.
Oh, it's a junior championship.
No. I moved up to the seniors now.
Ah,
so now
you race on the Sodis.
Now I'm racing in the Sodis.
That's it. Now I got it.
I've been doing that for 3 years now.
And what championship is that?
It's called InKart.
Of course, I know that one.
Yes.
It's like every month happening.
Every month they do a race. They change the track every month, so you'll be doing like half the track one month, and you'll be doing the reverse layout.
Yeah.
It's good. If you want to get into motorsport, like on a budget, it's really good. It's only about 60 quid a month, so it's not too bad really compared to professional karting,
Exactly,
which
yeah.
is what, thousands of pounds a year. So
Yeah.
it's really good.
Listen, and you study for the motorsport, no?
Yeah, that's correct. At Brooklands College, I do the
Brooklands College.
motorsport. Yeah.
And you already used to work with some teams, am I right?
Yes, I work at kart track as a marshal.
Yeah. Oh, actually, you
so
work at Daytona, yeah?
I do, yes. I'm a marshal there, so.
How's the experience there?
It's good. It's good. It's just I'm doing it mainly just to get money. To be honest, just as like it's my first job, just a part-time job because I do college as well.
College, yeah, because you are getting the degree as a mechanic.
Yeah, I'm just doing the. I'm doing an extended level 3 diploma at the moment.
So what are you going to do after college when you get a degree? Your plans?
I'm not sure if I'm going to get a degree. I'm thinking of doing an apprenticeship, either find an apprenticeship somewhere or work somewhere. I don't really want to go to uni, to be honest. It's just.
You want to get more experience?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Listen, and anything you're planning after the go-karts?
I'd love to like get into cars and stuff, or even progress into higher levels of karting. But it's like I said, it's just ridiculously expensive, isn't it? So,
yeah.
But
have you done any testing on a cars?
No, I haven't raced a car yet. I'd love to do it. I'm thinking of doing like track days and stuff like that. Maybe when I'm a bit older, get a specific race car. Because I don't want to use my road car on the track.
I used to be last weekend here. Citroen Saxo, you need to look at them.
Yeah.
Budget one. Very seriously, have a look. Very budget.
I will do.
Yeah. Even I'm looking towards that. Because you know what happened? They had a problem with the gearbox, like here.
Yeah.
They changed it in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Everything is so simple and easy.
It's good. Yeah. I'll look into it definitely.
Mate, what do you think? Are they gonna fix it today?
Hopefully, it's not they think it's just the gear linkage, so that's not the biggest job in the world. Hopefully, they can get it done soon. Obviously, they still got the whole afternoon, so if they get it done, hopefully you can get back out on track for the last bit of the day, have some fun.
Road legal cars you can have on a truck. They road legal cars like this Volkswagen Golf R. Is that R? Yeah, R. Golf R. Then you can have like that BMW as well. Ooh, this is a Team Hard. Look at that. They have here their Ginetta GT5, if I am correct. And here they have a Toyota. Wow. If I am correct, these Toyotas, they use them in a BTCC. Sure, mate. And this one, it's used in the BTCC.
It was.
It was,
two years ago, yeah. But it's still exactly the same how it was.
But Team Hard now, they use Volkswagens.
Yes, yeah. So we've got 4 of them still running. And then we've got 4 new CCs.
Yeah. So this one, the Toyotas, as I understand, it's only for practice.
Yeah. So this is we use for track days and that. And he's one of our new drivers for next year for BTCC.
For the BTCC.
Yeah.
Oh, is that okay if I talk a little bit with him for my YouTube channel?
Yeah. Mike.
You okay if I talk to you a little bit from my YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Nice one. Right, guys, I've been really lucky, and just next to me, a future BTCC driver. Am I right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Can you introduce yourself, sir?
Yeah, my name's Michael Crease, and I'll be racing for Team Hard in the British Touring Car next year.
So you're gonna race one of that Volkswagen CC?
Yeah, that's correct. Yep.
Mate, tell a little bit what you've done in the past.
So I've only been racing 2 years, which is a bit of a mega journey. Yeah, and
2 years.
Yeah.
And already in BTCC.
Yeah. So I've never done karting like everybody else either. I just got straight in the deep end 2 years ago in GRDC Plus for Ginetta on the British GT, and I ended up winning the championship in my first ever year of car racing. And
that was 2 years ago?
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. And then last year we decided to make the jump to
GT4 Ginetta, which you've seen here today as well, the white car going around.
Is that one?
Yes, that car there,
GT4.
yeah. GT4 Super Cup, and I ended up jumping in that for the first time last year, and I ended up winning the championship in that. So 2 years, 2 championships, and then I'm straight on to the BTCC this year. So.
Wait, you know what? This is really amazing information, because you know, usually I hear you have to start when you've been 8 years old. You have to do this, you have to do that, you know. And you've done it just in 2 years.
Yeah.
Is that because you've been so passionate about it and you wanted to push it forward, or you still have something from the past?
To be fair, I never even knew I could drive until a couple of years ago, and until I had to go, and I got in, and it's sort of just it's a bit of a raw talent, really, I think, and it's just gone from there.
What gave you that push to start racing?
My brother always used to race. That's why I never ever raced before, because he always used to race, and I just used to go along watching and stuff, and I never really thought I'd ever have a go. And then a couple of years ago, we'd done a local hire kart race. Ended up winning the Henry Surtees Foundation, which is run by John Surtees. John Surtees said to me, well, what cars do you race? I said, I don't, it's just one of my first races here in the go-kart, and he put me in touch with a team, and it went from there, really, and that's why we're here, like the fastest ever driver getting to touring car, and it's going to be a mega year next year.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
This is really the most amazing story which I ever heard.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, and it's getting the story out there is what the key is this year. I mean, you know, we're here with Team Hard. We didn't want to go too deep end with championship winning teams and stuff. We thought we'd start off here and find our feet in touring car, and hopefully have a long future. You know, next 5 years we're sort of signed up for with the sponsors. Where we go from there, I don't know. So.
Listen, so today, as I understand, you had the practice with one of that Toyotas.
Yes, we was in the Toyota events. This used to be the old car. So the idea today is for me to take out passengers and let them experience, but also for me to get used to the gearbox, the steering and everything else, because they're exactly the same in the CC as what they are in the Toyota. Yeah. So running around here for me for like 3-4 hours is fantastic, because I'm just getting used to the front wheel drive, because I'm used to the rear wheel drive Ginetta. That's all I've been for the last 2 years. Been rear wheel drive. So getting into the front wheel drive is quite different. So I've just got to get enough seat time this year before April, before the season starts. So.
Is it a big difference between the front and rear? Do you?
Yeah, it is quite a big
because
difference.
As I know, when you press the power on the front wheel drive, it pushes you forward into the grass rather than round the corner.
Yeah, exactly that. But you get a lot more feel for it, because you can start feeling the car, front of the car move. Yeah. When you're in rear wheel drive, it moves, and then you have to react, because but with the front wheel, you can sort of more or less feel the car all the way around the corner. When a rear wheel drive, you're on, off. So it's quite different, but I feel like I'm more confident in the front wheel drive than rear wheel drive.
Listen, and how you look to the 2019, how you feel?
It's a bit of a baptism of fire, but I'm happy, I'm calm, you know, I've got nothing to prove, I've got no expectations here. Theoretically I should be last every race, but I don't think we will be. But top 20, if I get a top 20, I'll be happy with that. So it'll be a good season, just to get my feet on the ground, really, and find out what touring cars are like.
So actually we can say that the next year is more to get experience, rather than go for a winning.
Yeah, I mean, if the win's there, I'd 100% take it, but and to be fair, you know, I just got to get stuck in. It's the most competitive championship probably in the world, British touring car. You know, I mean, and you know, in the UK it's second to Formula 1 on the TV ratings. So there's lots of fans, lots of interest, and we just got to go from there, really.
Brilliant. Mate, thanks a lot for all this information. It was really amazing. You know what, next year I'm going to do a few filmings about BTCC. If I'll see you, I'll approach you with my camera.
100%.
Thanks a lot, mate.
Pleasure.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
Mate.
Nice one. I've been really lucky, and this is the last garage with the Ginetta GT4, and I've been really lucky. I met the future BTCC driver, which is for me, for the YouTuber beginner, it's amazing, and it's a big success, you know. So yeah, but let's move forward. Let's see, because over there on that side, just over there, we have a few more cars, which is some of them road legal, some of them not. So what else we have here? As usually 7 K-Tron. We have here. Right. Oh my God, it's rainy, and looks like everyone packing away. Right, guys. So unfortunately today, Pablo's car is not gonna go out anymore. They checked the gearbox. rods which is connected from the gear stick to the gearbox, and looks like all that rods is okay. So it might be problem either with the clutch, either it's a problem with the gearbox. So hopefully it's just the clutch, so it's easier to fix if it's something wrong with the gearbox. So it's they might end up with changing complete gearbox. So yeah, I'm gonna find out a bit more information later, but at the moment, yeah, at the moment car is not on the move.
Basically, it's a standard 1.6 supercharged engine. We haven't like touched anything at the moment. Standard bore size, standard block, standard pistons, etc. Then it's just had a few bolt-ons. So basically, what they've done is they've put a M7 cold air intake. So it's basically it sucks air from here and obviously pulls it down into the filter. It also pulls air from the front. A few other things. It's got a 15% reduced pulley. Which basically makes supercharger spin up a lot faster. It's got the it's got the forge coolant tank here, which basically stops it from melting, because one of the biggest problems with them is it starts to melt. It's got a Quave differential. It has a GRS intercooler. It has upgraded spark plugs and coil pack, and that's about it. It's got BC coilovers all around, which are two-way adjustables, so height and dampening.
All that's coiled by yourself?
Huh?
All that springs and coils,
yeah.
You change it?
No, I didn't change them. So I bought the car with the suspension on, but basically every time I go on track, I'm able to tweak using like a little, so every time I turn this to the left, it's softer, and to the right, it's harder. So I can adjust the way the car feels, how I get lift off oversteer.
And you can adjust it for the wet and dry?
Yeah, so depending on the wet, depending on the track as well. So obviously at Brands Hatch, it's a very up and down track with a lot of elevation changes. That for me meant I need to soften up my suspension, because for the compressions I was unsettled the car too much. Whereas in something like a track like Snetterton, I had it a lot stiffer. So I had it 2 tones stiffer, because it allowed me. Yeah, because it allowed me to then brake harder, and the front would dip down a lot less. So,
is this one came with the car?
Yeah, so all the GTT strut brace. This is an expensive bit of kit, and it's probably the best strut brace on the market. Yeah, it makes a massive difference. Basically, stiffening up the whole front of the car. I've got a rear strut brace, but people say it doesn't do that much. But
can we see that?
Yeah, sure. So that's around the back of the car. We use it as a harness bar as well. So this is made by Sussex Road and Race. It simply bolts onto the top here, and basically this is the top of the struts. So the idea is it supports, again, that linear motion and prevents it from happening.
So actually you can remove this bar,
yeah,
put the back seats, and you have a road legal car?
Yeah, if you throw in the back seats and you change the front so that obviously you can get in through the front doors, then yeah, it can be road legal again with a easy access car.
And the back suspension is the same like at the front?
Yeah, so same suspension. Inside there's little cabins in here, which basically I pop off, and there is a valve that I can adjust.
You can adjust as well?
Yeah, so each one. Obviously the coilovers, if I want to do height, I've got to use a special adapter sort of thing, which you can wind down and up, but the height isn't too much of a worry, especially when you're just doing track days. So
you bought the car like this?
Yeah, so I've only actually I changed the seat over, which you can see through there, which is a full carbon seat, and I changed the dash and flocked the dash in Alcantara, sorry, and yeah, that's all I've really done so far. But over the winter it's going to be big power time. So
after winter, I can come film all the changes.
Yeah, of course, yeah. It will sound a lot different as well with the new manifold, the new head. It'll have a really lumpy idle because basically the cams are going to be so, like the profile of them is going to be very different. So it'll be held open for longer. So it'll have that race car sound sort of thing rather than now.
Tell me, where was the problem?
So the problem
I know you fixed it, yeah?
Yeah, so the problem was down here, and now we cannot see it because we put the airbox back in. There was a little linkage, and basically how it works, it's got, in theory, there's like two circle rods kind of thing, and they're all meant to be in one connected pipe.
Okay.
So the car, the previous owner, what he did was he obviously must have snapped it, and then he did a botched job on it, so he put 2 cable ties and then another 2 cable ties to hold it back together.
So it was just a cable tie?
Yeah, so it was just, so the problem was it was just cable tied, yeah. So now what we've done is we've realised what's happened. I'm surprised it's actually lasted that long in track.
But was that cable tied?
Yes.
It was dangerous.
Yeah, so it was quite dangerous, yeah. So now what we've done is we've completely taken it out. We've put 2 Jubilee clips, cable tied that together as well. So we're doing a little bit of a botch job as well. We're going to take it home, fix it properly in the garage.
You're going to completely swap it?
Yeah, completely, get complete new wire in there.
Mate, so when you bought it, you straight away took it here on the circuit?
So obviously I've only had this car for about 3-4 months now. I've never gone into it that deep to see what was the problem. I mean, we've obviously changed like oil pump, all that stuff. We've done a service on it. But yeah, that we've just realised now, and that's quite a big issue. I mean, stuff like that, obviously the gears just get stuck in like it's happened today. So yeah, I mean, it happens.
Listen, mate, seriously, thanks a lot for inviting me. First of all, you know, unfortunately, guys, we hadn't chance to show you passenger ride on this car, and we hadn't chance to talk to Pablo. But I promise you, when Pablo gonna go again for the truck day, I'm definitely gonna go with him, and we're gonna talk about Pablo racing career, about what he done in the past, what he gonna do in the future, yeah, we're gonna show as much as possible information.
Course, yes.
And also, we're gonna talk about this car as well, so he will tell us what's been fixed, what exactly done. Yeah,
of course. I mean, probably, during winter we're probably gonna have to fix this, but then maybe when we come back, maybe, I don't know, summer time, we can always come back here, make sure everything's good before that, and then yeah, we'll smash out some lap times.
Maybe we even can do interesting thing. Maybe we can sometimes stick together when you're doing something with this car, and we can show to the viewers.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course.
How everything done.
I mean, I don't know if Archie's told you, but his car is going to go through a lot of work during the winter.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you want to have in contact with him, I mean, a lot of work. I mean, he's currently doing 260 brake. Yeah. He wants to get it up to 300. Wow. So that's new head, new everything. Like, it's just a lot of work.
Brilliant. Yeah. Mate, once again, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Guys, for today, that's it. This was our practice session.
I mean, sadly, it didn't go the way we wanted. I mean, we managed to go, so basically we started at 9 and then drove all the way fine till about 12-ish. Then we had an hour lunchtime, then at 1 o'clock, went out, did about 10 laps. And then the gears just got stuck in, and then yeah, that's been it.
But luckily, we still have your footage on board.
Yes, of course. I'll send that all to you so you can put it online and then yeah, show everyone.
Nice one, guys. For today, this is it, and see ya.
That was a bit of a fuck moment.